dying! My battery is dying!
We bought you a birthday cake. If you get a tummy ache and you run and groan and won't, don't forget we told you so.
Hi, my friend. So, I think I've just given up on the whole Tiller thing. Someone had mentioned why I try to, force that, and they made a good point. I mean, the Hi Friends is just kind of the original awkward introduction that I had on my previous channel. So I'm like, you know what? The whole Hi Tiller thing is so dumb. I'm not doing it anymore. Short-lived, isn't it? But yeah, that's the point of the channel and the growing pains, is finding out what works and what doesn't. And I think I'm just gonna keep share with your friends, share with your enemies. I just think it's funny. Oh, my dogs are barking their head off because there's a young man who is power washing a roof. My mom saved up to get the roof power washed and our house power washed, and lo and behold, getting grime off of a building, even though the building is still the same, is does change things radically. So they're gonna bark their heads off for a little bit because they can probably hear him working on the roof. Anyway, a little bit behind on the Eizouken reactions. Recorded my reaction to episode 1 like a few weeks ago, and so today is my birthday. So I got my birthday balloon behind me, which I didn't mean to block, actually, that my sister got me. You probably will see it a bit in the reaction. So originally I was going to do a birthday live on my birthday, but decided, well, I forgot that I was going to, and then my coworkers were like, "You doing anything your birthday night?" I was like, "No." They're like, "We'll take you out." So I'm rescheduling the birthday YouTube live, which doesn't really matter because unless you're on Patreon, because you'll get this a little bit before my birthday weekend, but it doesn't really matter anyway. But yeah, there was a YouTube live. Hopefully I can say that honestly was a YouTube live on the 19th. On Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where basically I just pretty much was like, I don't know what I haven't done it yet, so I can't tell you what we talked about. But hopefully I'm also just a little bit like 15 subscribers shy of getting 1,000 subscribers, so I'm hoping I'll have 1,000, but it's hard to say. I like lost one and lost another, like I lost 2 and then gained 2 back, so it's been really weird. Anything else to add? No, this anime is a blast. It's definitely giving the Ed, Edd n Eddy feel. I can see it. I didn't really watch it growing up because I didn't have Cartoon Network. I had the basic channels, but as I got older, I was able to access Cartoon Network stuff. Or I watched it at friends' house who did have like cable at the time. I can kind of see the vibe a little bit. They're definitely sharing one brain cell kind of group. Anything else to add? No, these characters are very unique. Their voices are completely different than what I'm used to. It's definitely for teenage girls. It's definitely fun. We've got 2 very creative characters. I love the animation and how it plays into like both of them having this cool moment where they're probably just talking to each other about the world and they just have this major connection and then kind of see this world unfold. I also realized during my editing process that even though our tall girl is just along for the ride and wants to make the money, I think she also, the fact that she kind of is along for the ride and kind of sees what they're going for, shows that despite her aloofness, she does, well, I can't, part of me wants to say there's a part of her that cares, but there's also, it says, no, she doesn't, she really doesn't. So anyway, nothing else to add. So without further ado, let's dive in. Again, there's no sound on YouTube. Partial image. Sometimes keeps the copyright monsters at bay. Sometimes. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I asked in the pilot, but I literally just posted the pilot on YouTube. Is this a real place? It's like the city and the school and everything is just like on this big old industrial area. not that expensive. So, kind of cheap. Oh yeah, she's rich. And she's a famous teenage model. Why is she so stressed? Why does she seem always happy when someone's uncomfortable? Especially the little one. And because your teacher seems very blech too. Live action. Oh, that's right. The school allocates budgets to them. He can hear you, you know. Mizusaki. I wonder if he's someone who people don't want to have as a club advisor. These teachers are so... He's so vague and... What is an Eizouken? Oh, I forgot. So we actually have... I can't remember if all the... I don't think a lot of the anime I've experienced have been like this. Maybe not, maybe it has. But from what I can remember, this is the first time an anime has a line from the show in the actual anime. I can't remember if my previous reaction is I was going to share Triple Q's Taylor Swift Eizouken mashup, but it's fire. I gotta share it because it was kind of one of the reasons that inspired me to like maybe I should take on this anime. I think I've seen the music video too for the I have of this song. It's just as weird. Okay. Keep your hands off Eizouken. It's a riot. This is one of those weird, like, grounded but weird anime. I love it. I'm already excited. I know I don't look it, but I'm a very subdued person, that's why. Ooh. Yeah, it's just old sheet metal. It's rusted too. Ground's cracked. There's holes in the ceiling because the rust ate it away. Does it work? What did that used to be? It's good that they have a planner. Not for that building. There's holes in there. Did that just fall, or did that fall earlier and then she was playing with it? $5 in a dream. Sorry. That's good. It's a smart cookie. Definitely more of the stem of the group. Not until you fix the holes. Oh, that's cool. They're jumping ahead of themselves. That's not happening. But I like how we're seeing their imagination. And again, the sound effects are being voiced by people. Isn't glass naturally organic? But again, these two are total dreamers. Oh my gosh, she is falling. Asuka said. Probably she didn't die. Asakusa. Asakusa. I know. What scheming woman. Her backpack is two sneakers together. That's kind of cool. She does. She's tall and lanky. Gosh, that's super dangerous. You know what I just realized? The faculty room is a pool. That wasn't a school originally. This was some sort of industrial place that was turned into a school and a place to live. Like that. This is a pool that they're inside of. Seriously? Is this a real place? It's nice the school's giving them a little bit of money to make some repairs. I'm sure this will come back around to bite them in the butt. What the heck is an Eizouken? Asuka Fushi. What a strange person. She's intense. Kanamori, Kanamori. I just picked up on something. I'll talk about it if there's a halfway point. Where'd they get it? Mizuzaki. Mizuzaki. Yeah. That's a lot for 3 people. 2, really. But they have to animate this. So she is an example of what happens when the sensible business types are paired with the creative types who can quite go off the deep end. Which is a good point. Yeah, I think make sure everything's in line. Hmm. Don't run. Lots of don't run, don't run, don't run. She is an idiot, yeah. Uh, so they are researching it, history, characters, so on and so forth. She can be scary. It's always empty. Where are the other teachers? Unless they're in their actual, like, classrooms. Idiot. This was like a production facility, a mill that they reclaimed into like a school and stuff. Yeah, don't go in that water. Though it looks fairly clean. Especially because I think we saw like greenery and fish in it, so it actually is kind of clean. From the previous groups, I don't use them anymore. It's a lot of work. Oh, that's amazing. That can't move. That has to stay there. That's amazing. That's old school too. That's been there for a long time. That was like almost built around it. So they're using. I like how they're using Azusa. I think I can't remember. They're using her personality to kind of justify the info dumping that we're getting, and the paints and stuff. Feather sweeper for when you're clean. Wow, this is amazing, and it's safe in there. They should probably work in there. It's a lot safer where it is. Yeah, it's like they were trying something and they just abandoned it. Mizuzaki. Asakusa. Asakusa. Well, I have to say, doing the analog is rough. Not my. Oh no. Hmm. Even though they need an animate, and that's important for them to focus on their animation. This is a good practice in them knowing how to use the tools that they're given. I like the movement. Somebody was filming somebody doing that. No, you can't see them. It can be in an animation. Yeah, like I said, there are rules in our world, but there are also anime physics rules where you can show the wind and show this and show that. Hmm. That's why it has no power. I wonder how much if we're gonna get this in every episode, or just mainly in the beginning when they're really like exploring animation and all that fun stuff. Oh, she's knocked down. She's holding her. Again, great imagination, however, not grounded in reality. It is important for the production and the reality, people. Oh, jeez. But there are moments when producers can get in the way and production and cause great issues. And that's how you get canceled by subpar movies. But sometimes, oh wow, there's a lot of information being told us. Dang. Okay. Anyway, but sometimes you have creative types that just go too far. And so it's important to have the productions and the producers kind of pull back and rein in, like, here is your box. You have to stay in the box. They get so... Oh, good teacher. Good teacher. But when those two get run away with themselves, they lose track of time. Wait, it's already in? Oh, so there is no halfway point. Okay. So, I don't know if I'll be able to create one. Yoder Camp has no halfway commercial break, too. So I'll talk about what I was thinking about. So, right now we're just laying the foundation of the club. We have all these amazing tools and this cool stuff. So they have their workstation where they can do like a lot of their work, and then they can take it to the animation studio that they have. That's really cool. That's a big beautiful thing. Like their location and all of that. I don't know. That's really really cool, and obviously it's now that we're in the digital age. The show came out in 2020. Clearly the work that's in there has been there for a super long time. But it's also an amazing building because everything in there is clean and dried. A little dusty, but clean and dried, despite the fact of being right next to the water. So it's a well-maintained building. It's been closed up probably since it was last closed. So it's really cool that that building is there and that everything is still in such good condition. So not that I think they're going to be able to move anything, but they probably should move very little from that room since where they are is so messed up, and where all that is confirmed to be in a very safe, good place. Like there's no mold, no mildew, nothing spilled up in there. Again, it's right by the water, so it's a beautiful place. All right, recording issues aside, let's dive into the review. Okay, I need to try to not only finish my drink, but also drink more water. I barely drank any water today, which is usually not a good thing. Oh, let me hurry up too, because also my camera's battery is running low, so I'm only recording one episode a day. Okay. Someday maybe I will have my own recording studio. I look forward to that because there is so much I would love to accomplish with this channel. So much more than reacting with music and other stuff. There is a lot I want to accomplish someday, but baby steps, foundational stuff first. Yeah. Anyway, the series is great. My battery is dying. My ears hurt a little bit. I am very excited for this. Also, can someone explain to me the difference between the chan and the san and the kun and all that stuff and the she that I'm hearing? Just I'm hearing different honorifics, and I can't remember the differences from them anymore, because I was like, wait, isn't that used for that and this is for this? So please explain the differences for me. I would really appreciate it, because I've totally forgotten that. But I still don't have anyone's names down for Kanamori. Maybe that's it, because she's tall and she's very different. So anyway, we are seeing through teenage girls, there is kind of this relationship of the importance of having really creative types being restrained properly, so with the business types. So both are necessary, both are needed to kind of help produce good art. Because when it does come together beautifully, it does make some really fun movies, some really beautiful stuff. It's really awesome. We see great results from it. When productions put their thumb in too much of it, that's when you see issues with movies and things that aren't making sense. And when the creative types get to be a little too creative, that's when you start losing the audience, and it's like, whoa, where are you going with this? So it is important for that balance. We're seeing that, and through an example of teenage girls. Also with Asakusa, with her, someone said that I read somewhere she's autistic, which kind of makes sense because I've met autistic people. She has Asperger's, so they're kind of using her being like that to kind of easily explain all this info dumping that we're getting about animation and have it make sense, because she's a person who info dumps. I'm someone who can be like that as well. I don't have Asperger's though. It is cool to see how they justify the info dumping and all that jazz. I get my things blinking at me. Let me forget. So shortest review ever. So much camera issues. Whatever. I should not only purchase. I purchased a backup. Memory card, and I gotta purchase a backup battery. That's all I really got to say. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.